Oh, hey, don't mind me. I'm just opening up your, not your dad's toy hauler. Come on up in here, Ramo. Welcome to the all-new Keystone Coleman. This is the 23TX. This is not your dad's toy hauler. This coach comes in at 28 feet. You're looking at 5,100 pounds dry, and you got a 1,250 pound cargo capacity toy hauler in the front. Now, years ago, there was another brand that did something very similar to this, and it was actually one of my most popular RVs that I had at my dealership at the time. You had the bunks for the sleeping or the storage. You lifted these up, they both got out the way. Then you had a nice space when it came to storing golf cart, your e-bikes, you know, your motorcycle, whatever it may be. But more than that, when you got to the campground, you could take everything out, and now you had an additional sleeping space. It was so unique and so different. People were like, okay, well, I don't need a big dually or big 350 to haul a toy hauler. I can get my toys to where I want to go, whether it be the track, the campground, the golf course, whatever. And I got additional sleeping space. I'm separating the garage from everything else. I got frame welded tie downs. What else you need? You don't need a big 45-foot toy hauler to get your toys there anymore. So this garage space was extremely versatile and extremely attractive. But that was probably 6 years ago was the last time I saw it. Now it's finally back. So I'm glad that it's making its way back, and I'm even more glad that it's in the Keystone Coleman Light line of coaches. Now, you'll see you got your vent right here for if you do have the fumes from your toy, but you got your ducted AC in here, shaker style cabinets, really like what we did here, your ward space with the removable shelf, grab and go spot, plus my high output furnace is ducted into the cabinetry, so I won't have any soft spots in my floor, which by the way is an upgraded flooring inside of here. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that once we get in there. But you'll see on your 23TX, you do have the inverted outlets up here, your cable connection, which is the Key TV multi-source connection, plus it'll have some outlets down at the bottom where if you do bring the e-bikes, you can plug those in and charge them up. But I like how they made the door bigger. I really like how you have the assisted asphalt backed dovetail down there, and of course the low capacity on the door. So maybe you need to load the toys, maybe you just want to hang out, maybe you want that nice breeze coming off the ocean.
Maybe you need to stretch your Achilles.
Maybe I need to stretch my Achilles. You're right. Hang on. Oh my gosh, that feels amazing. You see how they even framed out the top door over here? A lot of times you don't get that, especially in this price point. But we are talking about the Coleman Light series of RVs. So I mentioned my flooring. Ramo, come on in. Check out the rest of my 23TX. Yes, you do have your bed and a slide in the rear. This is the movie night coach, in my opinion. So they took pretty much the best components of that toy hauler that I absolutely loved from the travel trailer to kind of a rear dining aspect to put in here, but then they added your primary bed on a slide going off the back of the coach. So your 28-foot 23TX really comes in at over 30 feet because you're sleeping over the back, or as I said earlier, in the ether, and Ryan didn't like that, but I kind of like it. You know, you're out there all about it. But your flooring here, so this is the HyperCore flooring. What I like about that is it's got this special polypropylene laminated vinyl, and that's going to, you know, the fiberglass and all that stuff mixed in, that's going to keep the moisture from coming in the coach. More importantly, it's also going to help you regulate the temperature. When you're talking about a 15K Coleman Mach Whisper Quiet AC with the filter compartment right here, the high output furnace, in a coach that's only 28 feet long, that's going to do a good job of keeping the temperature where I want it. Add that to the fact that this is the Coleman Light. So you have the fiberglass, not the hung wall, you got the vacuum bonded fiberglass exterior with the aluminum cage and the foam core insulation. Really does a good job of if you want to go 3-season camping or you want to control the temperature early morning, late at night, you got it. But before we get into the kitchen and the bathroom, I wanted to show you this area. Now, chances are, or at least hopefully, because they are amazing, you're going to bring the family pet with you camping. Might be a little pup, might be a big pup. But having this step, which also folds up and gets out of the way, to get into my bed slide is pretty awesome. Now, I will have some power outlets up there. I like how I got the storage. I really like how I have the huge windows with the pleated shades to give me some privacy. But more importantly, think of the wind coverage you're gonna get in that thing. If you open up those windows, you are pretty much a whole entire separate AC back there because you're off the back of the RV. You got just that area and it's pretty much all windows. I'm loving that. Now, separation of space is always big for me as well. Here's your separation of space. So you got to keep this in mind. It's pretty much just this curtain. I know what you're saying. But if you do have maybe the kids sleeping here in the booth dinette, right there is another table for you as well. It does have storage under both sides. This does reduce down and become a sleeper. The jackknife sofa that I'm sitting on also comes out and makes a sleeper. And if you got the kids and everybody's sitting here, you got the bed out, because this is how far the jackknife goes. And you'll notice I got some storage underneath too, thanks to the suspension net. You got this down, you got that down. You're laying in the bed, the kids are over here. They got access to my 12-volt fridge freezer combo, which is 10.7 cubic foot, so they can get the snack, get the drink if they want it. But now we're watching TV. We're hanging out, we're watching our favorite movie. We got the AC going. I got the shades down on these big, giant panoramic windows. That's an awesome reconnection spot. It really is. I love that. You got an inverted outlet over here behind the dinette because, as you know, with Coleman Light, you got those solar options, and I love what they do, meaning you could power stuff off the power of the sun. But this area right here, this is your family camp out, man. And the fact that I can bring the toy with me now without having to get a big old fifth wheel or a big old truck, I'm checking some boxes, baby. Now, what about the kitchen and the bathroom? It's important, so let's talk about it. Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, with this thing being, Solar Flex ready, you could get those solar panels put on, get you some lithium batteries. You got the inverter prep and the pass-through. It'd be a sweet little off-grid camper too. Now, pressed surface countertop on my campsite kitchen, 2-burner cooktop, which is recessed and glass covered. Plus, I got the metallic undermounted stainless steel. Oh, somebody must have winterized this thing. But you also have the pull-down faucet, so very nice. The other thing I like what Coleman does is a lot of time on the campsite windows, you might get the 48-inch, but it's only like 12 or 18 inches. The fact that they went all the way up to pretty much the bottom of the cabinet, great visibility, even better airflow. So I do like that. Shaker style cabinets up top, matte black pulls, spot on, fit and finish, mushroom lights, vent and fan, pantry storage right here is my shelf removable. Yes. Okay, so this could also be my ward because they put a ward bar in there. So coming to the bathroom. Now, here's the only thing I would say about the bathroom. Your countertop here does have T-mold on it, but it is extended. So just be careful with the water permeation there. Maybe get a silicone bead, put it all the way around. But I got a 42K tankless water heater on this. How do I look on the bowl? Let's see, how's my spacing? Okay, let's see, how about with the door shut? Okay, so my shoulder is not rubbing the door, and I'm 6'2", 220 pounds. I got plenty of space in here. And as far as my shower goes, okay. Now the skylight definitely helps. And the fact that I got pretty much full coverage in the head area where I would be moving in the shower is also very nice. Upgraded shower head, got the hot and cold controls. And how about the retractable antimicrobial shower door? It's one of those ones where you still got to wipe it down, but you really shouldn't have any mold or mildew growing on it. More importantly, it's got better protection than just the curtain. So I'm actually liking that. Just watch your head getting in and out. So there you go. A bunkhouse toy hauler. So I can sleep 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 easily. More importantly, I can bring my toys without having to upgrade my truck. I'm in there for that. And with the cargo carrying capacity, the dry weight on this is 5,120. The gross vehicle weight is 8,500. So you got 1,250 pounds, cargo capacity inside of here. So that just depends on you, what you want to put in there. And do you have the toy that'll fit? More importantly, are you excited about bringing your toy to the campground? I am. So what do you say we check out the outside before you come grab this thing? Come on, or unless I beat you to it.
Hey Chris, your math ain't mathin'.
What do you mean?
8,500 minus 1,200 is 7,300.
Right. And the dry weight's 5,120. So Coleman thought about that. And I'm actually glad you brought that up, Ryan. Thank you. So the cargo carrying capacity for the toy hauler area is separate than the actual total cargo carrying capacity. So you don't have just 1,250 pounds additional capacity. Because if that were the case, you really wouldn't be able to bring a true like bigger toy. You know, if 1,250 was the only cargo carrying capacity, why even have a toy hauler at that point, really? So you actually have, you know, what difference between 8,500 and 5,120? We're looking at 3,380. So that's really your cargo carrying capacity, but 1,250 in the garage up front. So keep that in mind. Speaking of up front, check out my power tongue jack, twin 20-pound LP tanks, battery rail, and the Giggy box. Mr. Giggy, good job building this one. What I like about this, not only are my connections covered from the elements, I have the opportunity that if I do want to upgrade and get the solar package put on here, get the inverter put in, a lot of times when you cut the battery or when you try to charge it, even though you're not running it, you still have a draw coming off that battery. This completely disconnects it. So I'm able to cut it off, I'm able to remove it, I'm able to just charge it without having the draw. Then they even added a briefcase quick connect, so if you wanted to do even more charging, you absolutely can. All seated on an extremely sturdy frame. I got that enclosed underbelly on this one. I got the stab jacks in the front and the rear, and right here is one of my storage compartments. And you'll see right there is your prep for your inverter as well as your solar charge controller. And I like how they even made this magnetic but side closing. The awning spans the entire side of the campsite pretty much. LED lit. I got the awesome garage door. I could see us just hanging out here, man. You know what I mean? We put the chairs right there in the garage. You know, I got my 50th anniversary edition Road King sitting out here because I want everybody to see it and be jealous about it.
You were pretending to have a walker.
You quit picking on my age, Ryan. I'm reversing age right now. Steel steps leading me into my friction hinge door, which is tempered glass. I like how I got my aluminum rims on these Dexter Easy Lube axles. Extra wide burst going to help me with that toe going down the road, be a little bit smoother. Just do me a favor, if you do have the heat running, don't put your camp chair right here. Inverted solar outlets. If I want to get some power outside, I can. 80% tint on my sealed safety windows. And here, let me show you this. So this is my rear bed box. This is what I'm talking about. It's off the back. You got wind going all the way around this thing. You could even have it coming front to back, for crying out loud. They sleep better than you think. They sleep better than you think. Then added to the fact that underneath, they gave me some awesome finished off storage. Really nice, really nice. So that's probably where I would put my sewer connections, maybe my tool bag, probably even my helmet, if it'll fit, because I got one of those big giant Mohawk helmets. I'm flashy, what do you expect? All right, come on the off-camp side. This is where you're going to see your connection. Now, this is a 30-amp coach, so you see your plug there, cable connection, freshwater, city, as well as black tank flush. This is the back of your 42K tankless water heater and your external shower with hot and cold. And I like how, because it's a toy hauler, my terminations are moved forward of the axles. Because even though the weight's going to be in the front, I'm still afraid of that grade going up the hill, the terminations dragging the ground. The coach is only 28 feet long, so probably shouldn't have that. I just always like to think about it, but right here are my terminations. And you got a 41-gallon fresh tank and 34 on your grays and your black, so pretty good tank sizes there. This right here is going to be your info panel, and here we go. Unloaded vehicle weight, 5,120. Gross vehicle weight, 8,500. So this also shows you like the axles, the PSI for your tires, you know, what you need to do there for safety as far as the weight goes. But I got to tell you, man, for a well-built fiberglass, aluminum framed, foam insulated coach at an entry-level price, even got the aluminum front over here, by the way, aluminum profile, with a toy hauler. To be honest, I had forgotten about this floor plan, but it was one of my favorites back in the day. So many people were using it because it's so versatile. You know, not everybody that had a motorcycle or, you know, bikes or mountain bikes or kayaks, so we would get it. They would get it just for the extra space, for the storage space, if they had dogs and stuff like that. So I'm loving how I got a bigger door now. I really love the assisted asphalt back dovetail with the legs. It's awesome. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below and tell me, what did you like about the Keystone Coleman Light 23 TX? Where are you going to take it? More importantly, what do you really like about it? Because I love hearing from you, and so does Keystone. And if you picked up anything from this video, like, subscribe, and notify. I'm Chris Young. Hope to see you soon, and thank you for joining me for the Coleman 23X. I'll see you soon.